Welcome back to SubmissionScript. How's it going, man?
It's been great. The fights were great at 305.
Fights were great at 305. You know, we're going to do something a little bit different today. You know, we bet on the fights last week.
Yeah.
Some went good, some went bad. We did make a little bit of money. I think, remember how much we made?
Like $100?
$100, right? Well, I'm going to put that $100 on the line right now. In 60 seconds, let's see if you can recap the fight, see which fighters they're going to take next, and give predictions for those fights. What do you think?
I think I can do that.
All right, cool. I've got the $100 here. And I brought with us a jar. And for each one you get, I'll drop $20 in the jar. If you miss one, then you just miss it, man.
All right.
I get to keep that $20. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do it, man. All right, let's start the timer. Timer is on the screen. We're going to start as soon as I say go. The first fight is Lee versus Carlos, and go.
Carlos would knock out Lee in the second round. He was being patient and striking with him for the first one, and then he just started to drop him a couple times, and he finished him by KO in the first time in Lee's career. Carlos should fight Vicente Luque. They're both brawlers at 170. I think Carlos would end up getting the knockouts over Luque because Luque is kind of in the latter part of his career. And I want Lee to get a win back because everybody likes Lee. So have him fight Chiesa. Chiesa can't hurt him on the feet. Worst things worst, he gets subbed by him, and that's not going to be too bad. So I think he should fight Chiesa. Carlos, he beats Luque, and I think Lee would end up knocking out Chiesa on the feet.
Man, 20 seconds, you got it that time. Guess that means $20.
Yep.
All right, $20 in the jar. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. We got Tuivasa versus Rozenstruik.
Rozenstruik was able to do a really good striking performance against Tai. He kept the range, and even when it did come to a slugfest, he was winning those exchanges too. I liked his jab inside leg kick like he was prime Volkanovski. He won all the rounds. Get Huey Booth out of there. That man needs to be fired. I think the next fight for Tai should be Shamil Gaziev. I think Shamil will win because he'll be able to mix in the wrestling. You know, he has got that Dagestani kind of style. I think for Rozenstruik, I think he should fight Sergey Pavlovich. Pavlovich is being shown that he was a little bit overrated, and Rozenstruik has been shown that he was a little bit underrated. I think the winner of this could become that new face at a heavyweight that we need. And I think Rozenstruik would be able to keep the distance and win. I think he is making his little run for the belt.
I think you just barely made that, but good job. It's another $20. Let's see if you can do Dan Hooker versus Gamrot.
This was a split decision for Dan Hooker. He won the second and third rounds, in my opinion. Gamrot, he was able to get more damage on Hooker in the first round, so I give him that one. Now that Dan Hooker's in the top 5, he could get those big names like Gaethje and Poirier. I think he should get Gaethje. Gaethje's going to take some time off because he just got knocked out by Holloway. When they come back, this is going to be probably like one of the best fights that you can make at lightweight. Two warriors that just like to throw down. For Gamrot, I think he should fight Benoit after Renato Moicano beats him on their fight night. This is two guys who like to grapple, but Benoit has better striking. If it's a 5-rounder, it's going to go to Gamrot. If it's a 3-rounder, it goes to Benoit. And I think Hooker would beat Gaethje with those body knees.
Okay, right on. Good job, man. Well, I was planning on taking this $20 and, you know, maybe buy some more camera gear, but I guess that's yours now. All right, well, man, you got $60 in the pot. 2 more rounds to go. We got Steve Erceg and Kai Kara-France. Go ahead.
Steve Erceg, he was outlanding Kai for the first bit of the round, but then Kai just locked in, was able to slip under those punches and throw some big hooks on him, and he was able to get a nice KO in the first round. Went against my pick, but Steve, he's going to need to take some time off, and who else was taking time off is Brandon Moreno. This is going to be a really good striking battle between the two of them. Right now, I'd have to pick Brandon because he has more 5-round experience, and they'd probably make this a fight night. And for Kai, he's probably going to get a title shot against Pantoja at some point. He's already fought Pantoja on the Tough series that not a lot of people will remember, and Pantoja subbed him. I think Pantoja would win with the grappling again.
All right, man. You got another one. All right, well, that's, I think that makes 80. You got one more round to go.
All right, yeah, main event time.
I'd like to keep this one if it's cool with you.
I don't think so.
No? Okay. All right, see what you can do, man. Last fight, Dricus du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya.
Dricus du Plessis got the 4th round submission. Izzy started to make a comeback in the 3rd and 4th rounds. I thought he could win a decision, but he ended up getting submitted. I got this pick wrong. The obviously next fight for Dricus would be the winner of 308, either Chimaev or Whitaker. Right now, if I think it's Whitaker, I'd obviously have to pick him. He might do something special, but he's already been knocked out by Dricus, but he is coming back with like a new aggression. I think Chimaev would beat Dricus with his grappling, maybe get a submission. But for Izzy, I think he needs to fight Yuri Prohaska at 205. We haven't seen, he's done everything that he needs to at middleweight. It's time to move up. And also the winner of this would be able to get that the Pereira trilogy, which would be very interesting.
Right on.
And I think Izzy would be able to win, since we have seen the kickboxing weakness, his weakness in technical kickboxing in Yuri Prohaska and leaving his chin up. So I'd pick Izzy to win by a decision. Very close right there, huh?
All right, very close, man. I thought I was gonna be able to keep this $20, but you got it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's $100 for you. All right, man, you got the $100.
Mm-hmm.
We got this from doing our predictions last week. We are going to be doing a little bit different this week. We're bringing the bet boost back, and on the bet boost, we're now going to be keeping track of how much money on the YouTube channel in the description, how much money we put up. We are actually going to be putting our cash up and seeing how much money we bet. That way you can see we actually are putting our money where our mouth is. If we lose, you'll be able to see it in the description. If we win, you'll be able to see it in the description as well. And we'll be keeping track of that. So make sure you catch the bet boost this week. And we got the fight night coming up.
Barajo versus Cannonier.
Yep. And we're going to do predictions for that. And we'll see you guys next time.
See you.